Good evening to you. Thank you for joining us. Clyde has the night off. What may have started as a prank has left one student suspended and parents of the victims demanding more punishment.
That is our big story tonight. School officials in Hendricks County say one student used water from a toilet to fill the drinking bottles of some athletes at the school. Sarah Fraden has the story from Danville High School.
Take that chance.
That report comes from Sarah Fraden. Danville High School is looking into ways to keep this from happening again. One of the possibilities under consideration, making each student responsible for their own water bottles.
A Hamilton criminal charges.
He is one of the most high-profile officers in the Indianapolis Police Department. Now, Sergeant Matt Stewart is being investigated by his colleagues after allegations Stewart mishandled money from a not-for-profit organization that he helped found. Jack Reinhardt is live at police headquarters with more. Jack?
Well, Ken, Sergeant Matt Stewart helped. Jack Reinhardt, 6 News.
In addition to money from ticket sales, Masters Scholars Incorporated relies on donations from corporations and citizens. Police pulled a body from Fall Creek on the city's northeast side this afternoon. Not much information is available at this time. A person walking by spotted the body just west of Emerson Way just before 4 o'clock this afternoon. Police say it looks like the body had been in the water for some time.
There's an argument that resulted in the shootings.
One person is dead after an apartment fire on the city's south side. It broke out at around 8:30 last night at the Green Tree Apartments near Stop 11 and Madison Avenue. Investigators still have not identified the victim. They say the fire likely started while the victim was cooking. Investigators say the apartment did have a working smoke detector. They believe the victim may have turned it off.
18th Apartment in Franklin.
A huge traffic mess to tell you about this evening. A wreck involving a semi has shut down southbound Interstate 69 in Madison County all afternoon long and now into the evening. Christine Drury is live in Skycam 6 with the latest for us. Christine?
I'm Christine Drury, 6 News.
Thank you, Christine.
Indianapolis police tried something new today in their battle against crime.
In a way, they're raking it up. Cy Jenkins is live now with an explanation for us. Cy?
Well, Ken, it's a 6 News.
IPD officials say they plan to do the same kind of cleanup in other neighborhoods as well.
On the campaign,
too, with temperatures in the upper 60s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Have a good weekend.
You too.
I'll say that again tonight at 10 and 11. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
And you'll mean it too. Thank you, Kevin. Well, if you're heading out this evening, this could start your weekend off rather badly. There's a traffic situation on Interstate 69 that's causing a whole lot of problems and has all day long. It's in Madison County, Interstate 69. This is a semi that was carrying chemicals. It overturned, and that caused a shutdown between State Roads 13 and 38. Now, when you shut down an interstate, you know what happens. The southbound lanes are backed up because those are the lanes affected by the trucks overturning. Southbound 69 between State Roads 13 and 38 backed up, diverted at Pendleton. But what it means is until about 8 or 9 o'clock tonight, it's going to be very, very slow going southbound on 69 and the northbound traffic being affected because people, as they do, are gawking at the accident. So if you can avoid Interstate 69 in the Madison County area, do so. These are live pictures from Skycam, and it's not getting any better as the evening wears on.
Thousand.com.
Nice story.
Thanks.
It's a blue ribbon night for sports. Ed Sorensen is live at Plainfield High School.
Well, I got some company, too.
I like Peyton.
And Friday Night Football live from Plainfield, 11:20. Back to you.
Okay, thanks a lot, Ed. And breaking news from the West Side. Police are on the scene of a shooting. We'll have the latest for you coming up tonight at 10 and 11 o'clock.
World News Tonight is coming up next. Thank you for joining us, and have a terrific Friday night.
Good night.
To our big story, a story you'll see only on 6 News. Ameritech has sent its top official in Indiana out with its workers trying to repair the company's image as technicians repair the phone lines. Ken Owen went along, and he's got the story live downtown. Ken?
Good evening, Clyde. George Fleetwood says it is not easy being president of Ameritech Indiana these days. Everywhere he goes, people have something to say about his company, and lately it has not been positive. He is working to reduce the long delays that caused the gripes, and not just from behind his desk. It may seem like a made-for-TV event. The president of Ameritech Indiana following one of his technicians around on service calls. But George Fleetwood says this is something he's always planned on doing and will continue to do a couple of times a month to meet his customers face-to-face.
Well, people have been upset because of the length of time some of them have taken to be repaired, but, you know, there's been a lot of people who've come to our defense and said they appreciate the fact that we've gotten out here pretty quickly.
There's no one home here, so Fleetwood and technician Dave Williams head to the phone box. The problem is in the outside line, so Williams climbs the pole and makes the necessary repairs to eliminate the crackle first reported 4 days ago.
Had some corrosion in the aerial splice that was causing her static.
At the next stop, the customer is home and is not pleased.
Appreciate your patience, and we're going to take care of today.
You guys get your stuff together.
We're going to.
Yeah.
We're working on it.
Okay.
Rose Kendrick says her phone's been giving her problems for 7 days. A few days ago, a 3-year-old relative was over here and accidentally swallowed a pill. When Rose went to call poison control, the phone didn't work.
And it was very scary for us. The little girl is okay, but the fact is we really needed the phone at the time. So you will have it fixed today?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Thanks.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Williams again determines the problem is in the outside line and begins another ascent. President Fleetwood says Ameritech is making big progress in reducing delays, that the average wait in Indiana for a repair is now 1 day, 5 days for installation, and that's about where things should be in the best of times.
Now we have some people who have affected service. That's people with static on the line. They can still get a dial tone. It's not quite the quality that they want, that we're not quite to where we want to be with those people yet, but we're going to get there real soon.
Fleetwood doesn't climb poles, but his presence meant something to Rose Kendrick.
It puts a little more faith in me that they're doing something about it.
George Fleetwood says in Indiana, the backlog of repairs by Ameritech has been reduced by 61%, 22% for installations. He promises a report card every Tuesday to show the progress, or if there's none, the lack of it. Reporting live from downtown Indianapolis, Ken Owen, 6 News.
And Ameritech said
Ken Owen is here now with the very latest. Ken, tell us.
The unbuilt in the late 1800s Union Station has, of course, always been a train station. But as the railroad industry faded many years ago, so did the station. It reopened in the 1980s as a festival marketplace, but by the mid-90s was largely vacant again. Phase 3 of the station's life is beginning, with demolition work now underway. The second level of Union Station hasn't been this loud since the food court was bustling at lunchtime. Demolition work is paving the way for a new era. Years ago, train tracks came through here. Now different tracks are coming in.
Yeah, this is track number 1. These tiles will come up and will come down to the bare concrete.
John Combs is one of the men behind Racers, a new upscale go-karting center that will occupy this space. Visitors can eat, drink, and watch from the mezzanine. The cars will buzz around below on 2 tracks that could be paved.
That decision really hasn't been made yet because we don't know what the condition of the concrete is. It's 120 years old. Yeah, we have a pretty good idea it's going to be pretty nice, but we just may pave it, so that's yet to be determined.
The city is still trying to figure out what to do with the east end of Union Station. Jillian's had agreed to put a nightclub that would have featured live music in here. The city is still talking with Jillian's and now other tenants about the use of this area. Also in limbo, the former Rick's Cafe. It could reopen, or the adjacent Crown Plaza Hotel could use the space as a ballroom. The city has an incentive to get the space rented. It costs more than $1 million a year to maintain Union Station.
We're hoping to have the station break even within 3 to 5 years, and this will be one of the first things that helps us do that.
Carnegie Steel, USA, 1882. These have tremendous historic value. We're committed to maintaining the historic nature of the facility. We're taking it back, to the way it used to be. We're not dividing it up by walls and putting offices in or parking lots or anything like that, so it's really cool.
John Combs says his karting center will be open by Thanksgiving weekend. It will cost $20 for 5 practice laps and then 10 laps of racing. Combs expects 80,000 customers in the center's first year, almost 300,000 annually within 5 years.
67 days. That's how much time you have until, yes, Christmas. Local kids are already dreaming of St. Nick and the bag of goodies they hope he'll bring. Ken Owen takes us to a toy test at the Children's Museum.
They had the run of a store with 10,000 items. Youngsters in kindergarten through the 6th grade were invited to play with the toys in the Children's Museum gift shop and pick the best. What's your favorite thing? Something called a rockin' box seemed to get the most attention. It's a device that would make Rube Goldberg proud, featuring balls.
They go up and they go into the back of the train, and the train comes back and dumps them. It's mechanical. I like mechanical things.
It's $200. This remote-controlled robot is $100. The Thunder Tube, sure to make you reach for Excedrin Christmas morning, is $12.
We're writing down the names of toys.
You are writing down the names of toys?
We are. He's picked out some that he really likes.
It can be a tall order determining what kids want for Christmas, and this isn't the only place where they're testing toys.
All right, we got toy testing going on.
Family Fun magazine had 600 youngsters put toys through their paces and has ranked the top 10. The F-150 Hercules, selling for $190, got the highest score. A $50 soccer game called Championship Challenge and the Love to Dance Bear are right up there, too. Back at the Children's Museum, at least one child, an 8-year-old, wasn't in the testing spirit.
No, I think we don't do much with toy. Mostly it's game, video game type thing.
The results of the local toy test will be announced next week. From the Children's Museum, Ken Owen, 6 News.
I think Ken had just as much fun.
These stories and more coming up in just minutes on 6 News.
If you're a kid, and we're all kids, aren't we? It's not too soon to start thinking about Christmas and the hottest toys. I'm Ken Owen. We're doing toy testing at the Children's Museum. I'll have the story coming up on 6 News.